Have you ever seen mass of a body? Probably your reply would be an affirmative. In fact, the answer is no. We can never see mass of a body because mass is a concept and what we see is the material of a body. For example, this pen is made of material of plastic. Now, if we take this pen to any planet, its mass remains the same. The plastic material doesn't change into any other material, say iron, aluminium, etc. So, what exactly is mass then? It is one of the characters or properties of material of a given body. कोई भी body का क्या characteristic property है, जैसे ये plastic से बना तो ये plastic ही कहलाएगा, इसको हम लोग लकड़ी नहीं बोल सकते यार. For example, you exhibit particular character according to the type of interaction taking place. For example, you exhibit the character son, daughter when you interact with your parents. You exhibit the character student when you interact with a teacher. Similarly, you exhibit different characters in different situations. Some of the characteristics of a body made of material of iron, say magnet, has two properties, mass and magnetic charge. Similarly, electron has also two properties, mass and negative charge, and proton has two properties, mass and positive charge. We call any charge positive or negative only by convention. We should not make the mistake as additive and subtractive sign. Now here's a question for you all. Can a comb attract a piece of paper which is just torn? The answer would be no. So, and when we rub the comb with our hair, then it starts attracting the pieces of paper. So, what magic does the hair do in making the comb attract the piece of paper? The magic is that rubbing of comb with hair leads to acquiring of net charge by the comb. So, why does this happen? This is because the comb might have lost electron or have gained some electron. And when this happens, the comb becomes charged body. Now, the net charge of comb interacts with net charge of piece of paper and hence they attract each other. And we know that whenever two things attract, then they are of opposite nature. That is, one must be positive and the other must be negative. Now comes another question. Does this attraction last for longer period of time? The answer would again be no. Now one may raise a question that every atom of any substance has negatively charged particle, that is electrons, as well as positively charged particles, that is protons. Then why is it then all substance do not exhibit the charge character? When they both have some negative charge and positive charge, then they all must exhibit some charge character. Now, to address this question, we have to take into consideration one atom of comb and one atom of paper. Now, we know that each atom has equal amount of positive charge and negative charge. And because of this, the amount of attraction and repulsion of the atom of piece of paper are equal. Hence, they cancel each other. This leads to zero effect on the piece of paper and vice versa. That is why the substance with electrical balance are unable to exhibit the charge character because the positive and negative, they attract and repel each other because the electrons are attracted by protons, but electrons, they themselves repel each other and hence they remain in their respective places. And when we rub the comb with our hair, this electrical balance is disturbed. During rubbing, transfer of charges occur between the comb and hair. This leads to some net positive or net negative charge on the comb. So what happens here is, consider a sphere. इस स्फेयर में सारा पॉजिटिव चार्ज भी है, नेगेटिव चार्ज भी है. अब उसको जब हम लोग डिस्टर्ब नहीं करें तो वो वैसी है. बट व्हेन वी डिस्टर्ब दैट, तो उसका जो नेगेटिव है वो एक तरफ आ जाता है और पॉजिटिव फिर एक दूसरी तरफ चल जाता है. तो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स और प्रोटॉन्स तो नहीं है, बट उनका अलाइनमेंट चेंज हो जाता है, जिसके चलते एक तरफ नेगेटिव चार्ज बन जाता है और एक तरफ पॉजिटिव चार्ज बन जाता है और ये वाला साइड फिर दूसरा पॉजिटिव से अट्रैक्ट होने लग जाता है. एंड सिमिलरली इन केस ऑफ पेपर, व्हेन वी टीयर टू गेट अ पीस ऑफ इट, ट्रांसफर ऑफ चार्जेस अकर्स बिटवीन देम. That is why the piece acquires some positive or some net negative charge. Now, when we say the charge on a body is Q, what we mean by that? That it refers to magnitude of extra charge on it. Now, from all our this discussion, we can define charge as a property of the material of a given body, just like mass in mechanics. Now, let's get to quantization of charge. So, what is quantization of charge? What do we mean by quantization of charge? We cannot divide charge in some random manner, but we can divide it in such a manner that both parts after division must be an integral multiple of elementary charge. And this property is known as quantization of charge. And the last topic, what is conservation of charge? So we know by conservation, to conserve anything. So in any system, the total charge is always constant. For example, imagine you are sitting in a room with one of your friend. You have 10 chocolates and your friend have 10 chocolates. Now you give your 10 chocolates to your friend. So now you have 0 chocolate, but your friend have 20 chocolates. But if we see in the room itself, earlier also there were 20 chocolates and now also there are 20 chocolates. So that means the number of chocolates is constant, and similarly total charge is also constant. And hence charge can neither be created nor be destroyed, but we can only transfer it. Here are two true-false questions. You have to answer them in comments below. The first question is, charge can have any value. You have to answer that whether it is true or false. And the next question is mass can be seen, but charge cannot be seen and can only be felt. In next part, we will cover Coulombic force, so subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for earliest notification.